Every year, we here at VSN anticipate the new releases of NCAA football and Madden. I personally have been playing football games since Tecmo Bowl. My college football experience doesn't go as far back as my NFL experience, unfortunately. I started playing the NCAA football franchise in about 2001 and have been hooked ever since. Last year's edition was met with lukewarm reaction. EA promised a big improvement to the series with NCAA Football 09. I popped in NCAA Football 09 into my 360 for the first time and anticipated the start of the intro movie. It seems as though intro movies have kicked the old method of getting you pumped and in the college spirit to a commercial of what the game has to offer. That would be great, except for we already know what features are in the game, as they are listed on the back of the box and in the instruction manual. Nevertheless, I proceeded to pick my favorite team and get into the main menu. Getting into the game, it allows you to mess around with the settings. This includes setting the time of the game and the weather effects. For the weather, you can use the custom settings, or you can use the Weather Channel live feed, which is a nice touch. While the game is loading, a screen pops up that shows you facts about the home team. It's a good way to catch up on your college history, and it'll keep you occupied while the game loads. The pre-game presentation looked pretty familiar. In fact, it was the same as 08 version. So nothing has changed on the presentation front, which is something I was hoping they would improve. Not even 2 minutes into the game, I found it extremely easy to complete passes over the middle, over and over and over again. Not only is it easy to pass over the middle, but curl routes seem to be a guaranteed completion as well. Receivers just stand there after they run their route and wait for the pass. The AI doesn't seem to adapt to your gameplay, which could lead to monotonous gameplay. The new ball carrier maneuvering system is a little weird to get used to at first, but once you get a hold of it, it's a blast. There were about 8 turnovers in total. There's good news and there's bad news for that. The good news is that fumbles have seemed to be fixed. I mean, no one fumbled once in the whole game. The bad thing is interceptions seem to happen way too often. After scoring a touchdown, you're able to choose the type of celebration you would like your player to perform by running to a certain area of the field. The touchdown to celebration transition isn't the smoothest, but it's good to have that freedom. Tackles look a lot like last year's, and that's not bad. It would just be nice to have some fresh animations. I haven't gotten the chance to mess around with the sliders yet, but it looks like I'll have to. When you throw an interception, 3 plays appear on the screen. Your goal is to select the play that the defense just ran. If you do so, your QB's composure will increase. Get it wrong and it'll be a mental basket case. To address the problem with pass rushing that have seemed to be going around the internet, it seems to be fine to me. It was lacking a little, but nothing too drastic. There were moments where both QBs had all day to throw the ball, but that was only about 3 times tops. There's actually sideline activity in this year's edition. That means cheerleaders, both female and male, players, and mascots. The cheerleaders' animations are smooth and look great. However, whenever they wave the team flags, it seems as though the flags keep catching on invisible tree branches. I noticed only one instance where a receiver magically skipped to the spot he was supposed to be in to catch the pass. Collision detection has been improved from last year. In between plays, players are very aware of their surroundings. There was a point in the game which scared me though, because the camera had dropped back and started panning around the arena. It wouldn't go back to the game, it just kept giving you a virtual tour of the stadium. I finally got it to go back to the field by pausing and unpausing the game. A couple more notes. They did away with the trophy room main menu, which I prefer because I like just the plain menu anyway. And I didn't notice any teams disappearing or stats disappearing, as alleged in many forums online. I believe that has something to do with the rosters and the file sizes though, and I haven't uploaded the real rosters yet, so I'll have to wait and see for that. So to wrap it up, I'm going to list my top 3 favorite things about NCAA and my top, well, I guess you would say bottom 3 things about NCAA this year. The 3 good are improved graphics, better college atmosphere, and new animations and controls. The bad, presentation or lack thereof, it's just the same as last year. The computer passes way too often. and the AI doesn't adapt to your play. So to wrap this up, if you're a fan of the series, pick it up. It's not any worse than any former title in the series, so it's the best you're going to get. I give it an 8 out of 10. Thanks for listening to my review on NCAA Football 09.